In today's video, I do an unboxing of The Witcher Old World. But before we get into today's video, just want to share with you what the GGGGs are for this month. Each month, Bob the Beholder picks some of my Patreon supporters to receive gratitude gifts. And for this month of May of 2023, we have a $50 credit for Terrainify. They create STL files for purchase as well as printed files. And then finally, printed and painted and flocked for you to be able to buy. Two $25 credits towards LV427. They create sci-fi terrain. Also, my viewers can get a 20% off their first order by using my code. This printed and painted tower from the Tradefell Kickstarter, as well as two pledges for that Kickstarter. The pre-painted Madness box from Tenaris. Additionally, a Dragons box that is also pre-painted for Tenaris Adventures. And then $100 to go towards either the Aeon Trespass Odyssey Kickstarter that's happening right now, or Apex Legends. My Patreon supporters voted and it was a tie between those two, so the winner will be able to select which campaign that they want to apply that $100 towards. Go ahead and use the link below to go to my Patreon page to find out more information and see how you can have a chance to be chosen by Bob. So this was a Kickstarter that was run back in 2021, was supposed to deliver a year ago, so it is a year late. And honestly, I completely forgot that I had backed this game, and I had to look up after I received this box where I had pledged that. And so my pledge is actually the deluxe pledge, which was 125 euros, which at that time is about $130, $140 US. And I know that there was an all-in pledge as well, but that was really expensive. It was a really successful campaign, and they were able to raise, I think, over 6 million euros, which is pretty significant. I think initial reviews from a couple of folks are saying that they enjoy this game, although the base game is a little bit on the lighter side. I can't remember what was all in the deluxe pledge. I do know that there was a lot of additional things that was unlocked. So let's go ahead and open this, and I can show you all of the things that come in this box. So once I received this box, I did go ahead and check out some of the reviews. The one that I really like is Alex from Board Game Co. And Quackalope, actually, they jointly made a review of this. Oh, this is a box within a box. Hold on. I know recently there was some controversy regarding Quackalope. I'm not going to get into any of that. You know, I have my favorite game reviewers, and Board Game Co. is one of those. I really appreciate Alex a lot. And it looks like what he compared the game to was Runebound, which I played. This is an old Fantasy Flight game that I played a long time ago, sort of an adventure. And I'm sort of torn as to whether or not this is going to be one of the giveaways. So what is this? The Mounted Eridan. Was this? I thought this was a add-on that you could purchase, but maybe I did the early bird and got it for free. I'm not 100% sure. So it looks like there are... Oh, this is the expansions box. And you get Ciri in it, Lost Mount, Monster Trail expansion, the Wild Hunt expansion. And some of the BGG reviews mentioned that one of these expansions is a must-have. I hope it's the Monster Trail one. You know, again, I did not buy any add-ons, so I can't remember even what the add-ons were giving you. It looks like in here is the base box. Yes, so basically what is in the deluxe is these three boxes. So as I was saying, I'm unsure whether or not to actually have this be one of the future giveaways. I do think I'm going to go ahead and try playing it. Sometimes I make these games GGGGs right off the bat without even opening up the cellophane or popping out all these things. But because the gameplay looks intriguing enough, and it feels like, it sounds like that it's pretty approachable. It's more of a beginner type game in the sense that non-gamers might like this game, which I would love to have an adventure game that is a little bit simpler for non-gamers. Although honestly, I don't really end up playing that often with non-gamers. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just try it and see how much I like it. And then if I don't think I'll play it that much, I might then go ahead and make it one of the giveaways, future giveaways. So make sure to subscribe, like my channel, so that you can stay in touch if you're interested that this might be a game that becomes one of the giveaways for a future month. But let's take a look at these miniatures. And here there is some good detail. I love painting miniatures that are like this, that have a lot of texture to them, because the contrast colors really makes it quick and simple to do. And with this many miniatures, I want to do the quick and dirty method of just using contrast colors. This looks like a witch. And I would say overall these miniatures are not the most detailed, but are definitely adequate for gameplay. So I'm not super picky with my miniatures, and in fact sometimes when minis are too complicated, I dread painting them because they just have too many bits on them. But this looks definitely serviceable. Has enough detail that if you wanted to, you could go in there and add detail, but I'm just going to be doing the quick method, pump these out as fast as possible. And I would say that these monsters aren't like awesome looking, but they are appropriately creepy, which fits the lore of The Witcher. Now, I watched the Henry Cavill Witcher series. I haven't watched anything else. And I know that there was a lot of drama around that too. I heard I didn't watch second season. I only watched the first season. Again, just sounded like there was a lot of drama I didn't want to bother with. So I do like the series. I do like just the game and the lore around The Witcher. So I know enough to recognize some of these characters. But I'm not like a super crazy fan that got all mad or upset with how much the series fit into the actual books or the video game. Here are the heroes, which do have quite a bit of detail. So I think your heroes clearly have more detail. I wonder if this is a slot for Ciri. Here are the player dashboards. I think these are really high quality, really thick cardboard. All of your cubes can fit in there really well. So good job on the quality of these player dashboards. Now, it looks like storage is pretty good. These are pretty large sized cards. I can't quite tell if you wanted to sleeve them what size. I probably won't be sleeving mine since it's sort of up in the air whether or not I want to keep this game. But there's plenty of space to be able to put the cards back in, which I love that they account for the storage solution. And here are tokens. So this is the base box, and looks like they did a good job just with packaging and storage. And I appreciate that they have a diagram to show you how everything goes back in the box, although it's pretty intuitive. And then this shows, I think, what the difference is with the deluxe edition. And I don't know if this is going to retail or not. If you know, go ahead and make a comment in the comment section below, because I sort of have a sense, because there is a deluxe edition, that maybe the standard edition will go to retail. And it looks like the standard edition doesn't have miniatures for the monsters, which would be a tragedy to play with just these 2D chits rather than the actual miniature. So yeah, who knows? I don't know if they're going to be selling this at retail, because you know they made over 6 million during the pledge. Maybe they don't have to sell via retail, but I don't know. We'll see. Alright, on to the Kickstarter stretch goals. Yeah, here's Siri. Here's Monster Trail. And here's the... Okay, so basically, you get 2 expansions with the deluxe edition. So it looks like they just give you more monsters to hunt. Here's some more tokens and abilities, maybe. There are 2 more player dashboards. So you have Siri. Who's the other one? Alvar. Okay. Pretty much double the number of cards, because there was 4 of these decks in the base box or the deluxe box. And then what is this? Okay, these are the monsters, but it looks like, because this was in the base box, not in the expansion, so these must be the monster cards for all of them. And then here are the miniatures. Now, you know that if you've been watching my channel, after painting all my miniatures, I put them in my display case, so I actually don't need this kind of storage. Although, for Alien Trespass Odyssey, I did put my miniatures back in case I wanted to play that game at a friend's house rather than at my house. But typically, I do appreciate all of the neat storage that you do get, and this game is relatively small compared to some others. I mean, especially Oathsworn, where you had like a bajillion boxes, or Tenaris Adventures had 9 boxes, which is insane. But I do appreciate good storage solutions, which again you have here. So just fantastic. So it isn't an overwhelming number of miniatures to paint up for this game, which I am appreciating more and more. Also, this is a little thank you, and you have access to Gwent, the Witcher card game, and they provide codes so that you can get free goodies up to 5 Gwent accounts. Probably won't do that at all, but nice expression of thanks there. Another thing about this game is that people are saying you shouldn't really play with more than 3 players. That it actually works better at lower player counts. This guy looks cool. Oh, this is in Korean. Kima Erendin. Huh. So there must be multiple translations of this game. And that model looks super cool. So he must be a special boss, or is he a hero? I don't know. I can't tell if he's a hero or a boss. So these are all the components of the game. But yeah, the lower player counts, that's sort of, we have at least 5 or 6 people in our game group. So that's sort of what I'm looking for. But this might be an opportunity to play a game when I just have a friend or 2, again, just newer players around. So there you have it. This is Witcher the Old World Deluxe Pledge. And I'm really thankful I didn't go all in with like €230 pledge. This looks like plenty of gameplay, especially with the included Kickstarter expansions. And if I manage to play this game and try out this game and I like it, I will produce a review video. If I don't like it that much, or if I feel like it's just too hard to play a 2 or 3 player game, then I will throw this up for a future gratitude gift. So again, make sure to like and subscribe this video so that you stay in tune with all of the unboxing and 3D printing and painting that I do for these miniature games. And as well, stay tuned for the possibility of a number of these games being a gratitude gift for future giveaways. Also, I am going to be going to Gen Con this year, and I'm going to be auctioning a lot of my games. So if you happen to be going to Gen Con, make sure to hit up the auction room and see if you can get your hands on some of the games that I have reviewed in the past. Most of my games are almost brand new, hardly played, and so just be on the lookout if you are heading out to Gen Con this year. Otherwise, happy gaming. We'll see you next time.